Jerry Hendriks tritt an gegen einen Mann, der es vor kurzem auf der World Series seinen ersten TV-Titel gewinnen konnte. Er ist aktuell die 27 der Welt. Aus Down Under, the original K.Anderson.
Final game of the night for you here at the Happy Bet International Darts Open, and it's one of the in-form men in world darts right now, the original K.Anderson, Australia's number 2, looking to set up a clash with Australia's number 1 in round 2 here this weekend in Risa. And that would be quite a tasty clash, because those two have had words lately. Some exchanges on the World Series. Suggestions that they couldn't handle the pressure. They did clash a couple of times, and they played some fantastic games as well. But K.Anderson picking up his first World Series title, his first big stage title in PDC darts, at the Auckland Darts Masters, just before they headed to his home country of Australia. And that followed his first win in the PDC on the Pro Tour. His words after that win were not, will it lead to more success? It has to lead to more wins. That's what his job is.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First leg is Kyle, the troopers. Game on.
And the original takes on Jerry Hendriks, a man who did go by the nickname Hot Dog for a while. Can't remember what it is now, actually. Maybe Rob Malarkey can enlighten me.
Or maybe I can't. I thought it was Hot Dog as well.
I don't think it is anymore.
Electric.
Electric, there we go.
Yes.
Electric Jerry.
Elmar, we were listening. Sorry, I was distracted momentarily, and it's just been brought to me attention by the fact it's emblazoned across the shirt.
That would be a clue.
131.
But yeah, either way, whatever his nickname is, Jerry Hendriks has a really tough assignment on his hands here. Just to put some further meat on the bones of that success in Auckland, he overcame Gary Anderson, Simon Whitlock, James Wade, and Corey Cadby.
140.
Last year was pretty special for K.Anderson too. Quarter-final, the 4 TV tournaments, the European Championship, the UK Open, the World Series event in Sydney, and the World Cup of Darts as well, with Simon Whitlock.
Yeah, great lead from K.Anderson. Double 18 remain after 12 darts thrown. Jerry Hendriks feeling the full force of the original in this opening leg, but fighting back with a maximum. Will it count?
No.
Team shot of the first leg. K.Anderson. Second leg is Jerry to throw first.
Yeah, all the wind in the sails of that 180 just extinguished, blown away by a very nice, neat and tidy checkout by K.Anderson for 1-0.
Well, look, whatever happens in this game, Jerry Hendriks, he's only playing in his second Euro Tour of the year. But whatever happens, 2 things are safe. 1, the £1,000 he gets for making it here. And 2, you will not see a better impression from anybody at the International Darts Open of a dad dancing at a wedding than Jerry Hendriks provided on his walk-on.
Excuse me.
91.
That title is safe for Jerry Hendriks.
Yeah, I think that's very safe to say, Dan. Didn't qualify for any of these Euro Tour events in 2016.
Yeah, gave Q School a go, but didn't make it through. Although Jerry Hendriks does have the accolade of featuring in the World Championship back end of last year, which is something K.Anderson did not. He was supposed to, but his visa problems meant he missed out on the World Championship and indeed the Players' Championship finals. Is he going to miss out on the 130?
He might not. Double 5. Oh, it's brutal from K.Anderson. 2-0 in, well, even look at Dimitri Vandenberg shaking the head. He can't believe his eyes. It's just so impressive. He can't take it in.
Well, K.Anderson kicked off with a 13 darter. He's followed it with a 12 darter.
16.
And if that continues, we are talking numbers. Big numbers.
Significance.
100.
Numbers.
Well, he can do this. Kyle Anderson on the Pro Tour has averaged 130. He's done it. Wasn't recorded, but I believe the tales.
57.
And I think we've seen from Kyle Anderson. He's talked himself. He's a bit like Chizzy in this regard. He believes that he can score with the best of them. I wouldn't put him on the same category as Dave Chisnell in the 180. He believes that the scoring is there. He can do the scoring. It's the doubles going for him.
And he says that has been the change over the last couple of months, which has seen him win his first 2 PDC titles.
Hitting the doubles.
Two from two so far.
It was kind of strange last time out in Mannheim on the Euro Tour, because Kyle Anderson had gone into that tournament with a whole load of 100-plus averages, and some of them big 100-plus averages. And he started off with 101 against Dirk van Duijvenbode. Then he saw off Kim Hendriks with 102. And then he came up against Jelle Klaassen, just wasn't there.
96.
Just was not there. He averaged 88, and that was the first game in 6 on the Euro Tour that he hadn't averaged the ton. Now, it looks like normal service is being resumed for Kyle Anderson.
94.
94 here. Does he go bullseye first, or does he gamble? He gambles, and it pays off. Oh, it's magnificent from Kyle Anderson. 3-0 to the Australian, who is making short work of Jerry Hendriks.
Well, he's got a thing about playing Dutchmen here in Riese. He had 2 of them on his agenda last year at the International Darts Open. He beat Vincent Kamphuis in his opener 6-2, lost to Benito van der Path 6-5 in the second round, opening things up here against Jerry Hendriks this weekend as well, and in the red stuff once more. And his last 2 defeats on the European Tour have both been by Dutchmen as well. Jelle Klaassen at the German Darts Grand Prix. Van Gerwen did for him in Maastricht in the 3rd round of that one too. Funny how things pan out.
96.
Well, to be fair, nowadays, sooner or later you're going to run into a Dutchman.
Sooner or later, but
keep winning. If it ain't MVG, it'll be Barney or Klaassen or any number of other Dutchmen.
Hendriks gave Donald Gurney a good match as well in Leverkusen in his only other appearance this year on the Euro Tour. That was in the European Darts Open. Lost 6-5 to the Super Tune in round 2.
Yeah, he came through the opening round, didn't he?
Christian Bunser.
Ah, the Bunsen burner. Lad we've seen, he made a semi-final recently on the development tour.
95.
Martin Schindler was bigging him up, as the kids say. I'm down with the development tour speak. Don't even worry about that.
I think he lost to Bernd Royce last night in the host nation qualifier.
Bernd Royce is a man who definitely does not use development tour speak. Oldest man in the field, does he not?
Yeah, which is why we had a bit of a debate about Richie Corner having the oldest swinger in town. He's not even the oldest swinger in the International Darts Open.
Now then, the finishing
he is now.
Continues to be magnificent from Kyle Anderson. 76 checkout, 4-0, 2 breaks of throw. And Kyle Anderson, I don't believe, has missed a dart at a double as yet. No, he hasn't.
Yep. He is still absolutely foot perfect on the doubles. There we see it's all illustrated for you in its glory there on your screen. 4 from 4 so far.
Jerry Hendriks hasn't missed a dart at double.
No, he hasn't.
What's the 105 average from Kyle Anderson? This just is Kyle Anderson now.
Right, we'll let him have the aberration against Jelle Klaassen where he averaged 88.
But it's been a number of weeks now where Kyle Anderson has been putting in this level of performance.
Round on round, yeah.
What is it? Has he become a better player? Is it just confidence? What is it, Rob? What's the magic formula?
It is the accumulation of several factors.
You're not going to expand on that, are you?
No, I'm just going to leave it nicely vague and nicely hanging in the air like that.
Well, I would agree.
91.
Well, I think even Kyle Anderson might struggle to pin it down to one particular thing. I don't think he can pin it down to one particular thing.
He just says it's a doubles. That's all he says. He knew this was within him.
But you need big scoring to get yourself into that position. So,
Well,
yeah, the doubles are great.
oh, hang on.
Hang on, he's not going to get a leg, is he?
No, he's not going to get a dart at a double.
130.
It's a heck of a setup shot, but Kyle Anderson hasn't missed a dart at a double. And he's going to get 2 darts at double.
It's all about the visit, though, Dan. Yeah, there it is.
Shot on the 3 flag. Kyle Anderson. 6 like he's steady to throw first. Game on.
100% on the visits, as Rod Harrington
On the visit,
said to me
as we call it.
many a time, yeah. Doesn't matter if you miss
100.
2 goes at tops if you're taking out third time of asking.
Kyle Anderson is rattling through this game. It is almost as if he has Australia's #1 Simon Whitlock firmly locked in the crosshairs for a second round clash.
Elmar's getting the jacket on as well.
Well,
That's it, it's over. Almost like he's got a table booked for 11 o'clock as well here.
140.
oh, there's the little Jerry Hendriks hop.
26.
And a 26. And what was a strong leg from Jerry Hendriks has suddenly dissipated.
Well, he dished out a whitewash last night in qualifying against
43.
Sedat Berisha, the Austrian, via Macedonia, I think. Jermaine Watermain, a 6-5 in a much closer contest, but he's been blown away here.
Yeah, and he's not qualified for the last one either
65.
of the year in Göttingen. So he's left the 170 again, Jerry Hendriks, and Kyle Anderson. What's he going to leave?
58.
Well, he's left to Shanghai.
I do like a nice ton plus finish to finish things off, as we've had in our last 2 matches.
Don't rule out the 170, Rob Malarkey. Okay, now you can rule
I'm
it
ruling it out now.
Okay.
Richie Corner, 147. Dennis Nielsen with a ton plus finish as well. Anderson, 120. That's the easy bit. There's the treble. Tops.
100.
He's missed another dart at a double down.
36.
Well, it's happened,
That's 2 now.
and he's made to pay. Because it is now Jerry Hendriks who is 100% on his doubles. He's not shy, Jerry.
No. Still celebrating.
100.
What a surreal moment that was.
Walking in a Hendriks wonderland. Oh, it's gaining some traction, that particular chant. I'll make the most of it because I'm not sure how much longer they're going to get to sing it. You can see the averages was plummeted now from Kyle Anderson. No, it hasn't. I was going to say, that's a double take there.
123.
Didn't seem that bad a leg from him. 104. Although the weird thing is that first 9 average
60.
is significantly lower, but then again, when you're hitting all of your at double pretty much, that does drag up the overall average. And you see just that hop from Jerry Hendriks. And the thing is, there are a number of players who do it. James Wade is one, Nathan Aspinall is one, and Nathan Aspinall is probably playing the darts of his life, despite producing that hop. But the thing is with Aspinall, you know it's consistent. He's doing it every visit. Hendriks, sometimes he looks pretty rock steady, sometimes he looks like he's on a trampoline.
It's just very sporadic,
Yeah.
isn't it? And it's very difficult to read when it's going to come.
133.
It's a good setup.
It's a terrific setup. Whether he'll get the opportunity to have a crack at tops remains to be seen. Kyle Anderson, 81 points away. Well, he will have a crack at it.
49. Getting required 40.
For a break of throw, 5-2, all of a sudden.
Elmar, take your coat off, son. Oh, well. 3 darts missed, and Kyle Anderson's going to get match darts here. The only question left, well, 2 questions. What's the route, and will he hit it? Well, that's the route. And And of course he'll hit it. K.Anderson 6-1 makes short work of the Dutchman Jerry Hendriks, and the original is through to the second round of the Happy Bet International Darts Open. The average just above 100 in the end. Normal service resumed for the original, and he is on a collision course with his World Cup of Darts partner, the number 3 seed here this weekend, the wizard Simon Whitlock. That will be one of the ties of the second round tomorrow, because those two, well, they'll both very much want to win that one, I can assure you. We will be back 1 o'clock local time tomorrow. 8 games in the afternoon, 8 games in the evening that will set up the final day of the penultimate Euro Tour event of the year. Some plus average from K.Anderson, some superb finishing from Dennis Nielsen in the penultimate game of the night. Other standout performers, Steve Lennon with a 99 average, and Max Hopp is safely through, Germany's number 1. Jerry Hendriks, he's not going quietly. Says a thank you to the fans. Here is K.Anderson. We'll see you tomorrow.
Above all, in the first 5 legs, very, very strong.
Yeah, no, I've come down with the flu, so I've got a cough as well, so I'll stand back for you though. I felt good coming in. I was practicing good backstage. I came up here and it just went, first 3 legs were brilliant on doubles, and then I started thinking about, you know, I was 100% of doubles thrown. So I started thinking about it. I shouldn't have, but I did, and it happens, and I'm just glad to go over.
Interesting matches coming up. Simon Whitlock is the next one. What kind of relationship do you have with Simon?
Oh, you look, Simon's an Australian player. I'm an Australian player. We both represent the country when we need to, but at the moment, you know, it's me against Simon, so I'm looking forward to play. I've been playing well lately. Hopefully I can bring it back again tomorrow and have a good game against Simon.
We're looking forward to that. Thank you very much. K.Anderson freut sich auf das Match gegen Simon Whitlock, sagt, hat sehr, sehr gut begonnen. Das Niveau nicht ganz hinten aushalten können, aber der ist natürlich zufrieden mit dem, was er hier gezeigt hat. Das war Tag Nummer 1 der Happy Bet International.